The White House is doubling down their support for the so-called Tennessee Three, the three Democrats expelled for joining a wild leftist protest at the state capitol. President Biden is now inviting these Democrats to the White House for a visit. As Vice President Kamala Harris, well, she makes a special trip just to praise them.
I want to start by recognizing the Tennessee Three. Democracy says you don't silence the people. You do not stifle the people. You don't turn off their microphones when they are speaking about the importance of life and liberty.
Doing a good job of seeming upset. So what is the impact of celebrating this kind of behavior? Here's a Republican member of the Tennessee legislature.
With regards to the vice president's visit, that reinforced the fact that they reinforced them saying, hey, it's okay to disrupt. It's okay to feel like you're above the rules and above the law. And they said, well, we just occupied the well just for a few minutes. Well, hey, I just broke the law just for a few minutes. Is it okay? Can you let me go?
David, as you could see, I interviewed that representative this morning. He was so visibly angry. And why he was angry is he's being painted as a racist. Is really, they've taken a protest over guns that turned into a very personal, I believe, back and forth inside the Tennessee state legislature. If you watched the hearing, which you said you did, you said this to me in the elevator. You said this about me on the floor, and I think that led to the expulsion. But then the one that didn't get expelled went in front of her peers and said, I wasn't doing near as much as the other two.
You know, when I saw that and I actually watched Gloria Johnson's testimony, I was, frankly, I like going to state houses over the years I have for Fox, and I watched this play out in her denials and her lies. Who brings a megaphone, however it gets, to the well of the Tennessee State House? One, you don't do that. There is another point that I want to make about this, and the outrage or the feigned outrage, the fake Martin Luther King speech by one of the representatives. The Tennessee Two. You know who those Tennessee Two are? Rex Engelbert and Michael Collazo. Those are the two police officers who went into the Covenant School, and saved more lives by taking out that trans murderer. Where was the vice president? Where was the president? Where were those two police officers who saved children's lives and adults' lives? Imagine if they hadn't acted, hadn't gone to the fire. They don't care about that. They're speaking, as Kamala Harris is, to her hard left base. They will push the lies. And I'll say this, to the Tennessee legislature, you should have thrown all three of them out, because the minute she went out and said it's about racism, you gave them the opportunity, because you threw out the two blacks and left the leftist white in there. They should all have been thrown out.
Well, on the topic of taking this and running with it, we have a soundbite here, Lisa, from CBS. CBS's John Dickerson. He's their chief political analyst, and he warns that Republicans left Democrats no choice but violence.
When there's no give, the only way the other side gets to respond is by punching back. And so when you lose those interim steps, all you get is response and response and response. And that is not only, you know where that leads, right? That leads to violence.
Is that a justification of violence? I'm not sure where he's going there.
No, but the left endorses violence.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw this in the wake of George Floyd with the Black Lives Matter riots. They supported it because it was in the name of something they believed. Even after the shooting that left 6 innocent people to die, it wasn't support for Christians. It was support for transgenders when it was a trans person that killed those 6 people. And I don't care about the Tennessee Three. I care about the Tennessee Six. I care about those 6 people who were murdered. And Kamala Harris didn't show up for them. Did she go in the wake of the shooting? No, but she went to celebrate these 3 losers, which tells you everything about this Biden White House. And you know the bill that they voted against, these 3 individuals? It was to put armed resource officers in schools. Unfortunately, Covenant did not have one. And you look around, you look at mass shootings, 94% of them happen in gun-free zones. Wouldn't it be wise, wouldn't it actually save lives to try to beef up security to protect these kids? But the left doesn't care about that. They care more about scoring political points and using things like this to take guns away from law-abiding citizens so they can try to control us.
Cheryl, you know, a lot of people die at the border. It's unfortunate. I've seen pictures of babies floating in the water. Have you ever seen Kamala Harris that fired up about the border? She's the czar of the border.
Yeah, she still is the border czar, isn't she? Yet she doesn't want to go down there and actually do her job. But her job now, it looks like, is to politicize a horrific tragedy at this Christian school. And I'm so glad, Lisa, you brought that up, that she didn't go talk to the families of the victims. She didn't go to the school. She decided that she was going to embrace the violence that we saw on the floor of the legislature. Shame on those politicians, by the way, all three of them. What gets me now with Harris and Biden as well in particular, he's going to host them at the White House? Are you kidding me? That's what, I mean, this politics should not be about violence, full stop, no matter what side of the aisle you are on. But for them to actually now glorify the anger and the ridiculousness that we have seen from the Tennessee State Legislature and what happened on the floor, it's just sad. It makes me very, very sad.
How about making martyrs after the Christians who were killed for their faith, not these three people?
There's a track we have to pay attention to. In the left, Eric Holder marching down the street in Ferguson, Missouri. And something you said in the prior segment, Joey, when the Westboro Baptist Church, who are heinous people, that's the nicest thing I can say on TV, were there, you understood the difference. But yet here you have someone on a network trying to justify that the next step is violence. You're the example that you just gave of what you do. You understand the responsibility.
Responsibility is a big word. It's also one that I don't think enough Americans understand right now. So hopefully we'll figure that out.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.